So, Misty Island Rescue turns 10 years old today. What a better way to celebrate the movie by doing a review on it? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing today. This is my review on Misty Island Rescue. So, during this review, I'm going to go over the plot for this movie, and then I'm going to go over what I liked, what I didn't like about the movie, and then I'm going to wrap it up with my score for the movie. So, Misty Island Rescue. What is there to say about this movie? Misty Island Rescue is considered by most, if not everyone, in the Thomas fandom of being the worst Thomas film ever. And you might be wondering, do I agree with this statement?
No, I do not agree with that statement.
I do not consider, in my opinion, Misty Island Rescue to be the worst Thomas film. I will be reviewing the worst Thomas film, in my opinion, later on this month, if I remember its 10th year anniversary. No, wait, Misty Island Rescue is turning 10 years. 15-year anniversary. You might be knowing what I'm talking about. Anyways, so yeah, I don't consider Misty Island Rescue to be the worst Thomas film ever. I don't even consider it to be the worst Miller film in the Thomas era, as I think Day of the Diesels is the worst Sharon Miller special. God, I'm going all over the place with the things I'm saying. Anyways, so yeah, like I said before, I'm gonna go over the plot of Misty Island Rescue, and then I'm gonna talk about some of the things I liked and what I didn't like, and yeah. You should know by now. So let's get on to the plot for this movie. So the plot takes place in 1960, in April. I'm not making that up. This movie actually does take place in 1960 in the month of April because, like, in the middle of the film, Sir Tom Hand has a calendar in his trailer or whatever, and it shows the month April and the year 1960. So, yeah, Misty Island Rescue takes place in 1960 in April. Anyways, now onto the actual plot. So, a new Sodor Search and Rescue Center is being built on Sodor, and all the engines are working their hardest to get it built. Thomas wants to be the chosen one to bring Joby Wood to the Solar Search and Rescue Center, but after he makes a racist remark to Diesel, he steals the Joby Wood and nearly dies by falling off a bridge while doing so. After Thomas saves Diesel, Tom Had rewards Thomas by sending him off to the Solar Search and Rescue Center by sea to help out with the construction and crap like that. While Thomas is waiting for the ship at Brendam Docks, Salty, I'm just gonna use Doug as Salty because they both have West Country accents in the Sea Geisters. Salty tells the engines, the story about Misty Island and talks about how it's like an abandoned island that's always surrounded by mist and how an engine got lost. And yeah, it's just foreshadowing the actual plot of the movie. So, yeah, there isn't any room on the ship that Thomas is going on, so he decides to travel to the Solar Search and Rescue Center by a raft. And out at sea during the night, the raft unchains or whatever from the boat, and Thomas sails off to Misty Island, and he gets to Misty Island, and there he meets three strange engines known as the logging locos, aka Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand. I don't have Bash, Dash, and Ferdinand, so I'm going to be using Bill as Bash, Ben as Dash, and Ferdinand as Old Puffer Pete. On Misty Island, Thomas befriends the logging locos and tries to find a way out of Misty Island and find a way to get back to Sodor. Meanwhile, on Sodor, Sir Tom Had finds out about Thomas not arriving on the mainland and has all of his engines go out searching for him. Basically like the Great Discovery, but I don't know. After Dash reveals the hidden truth about there being a tunnel connecting to Misty Island and Sodor, Thomas and the logging locos go through the tunnel to try and get back to Sodor. However, their path is blocked on the way, and the logging locos run out of fuel, so they're trapped. Meanwhile, on Sodor, Percy sees Misty Island from Brendam Docks, He calls Sir Tom Hat. He, Gordon, Edward, and James sail off to Misty Island by ship, while Percy and Whiff travel through the Misty Island tunnel to get to Misty Island. And once they reach I freaking suck at these reviews. And once Percy and Whiff, oh my god, I almost called him Winston. And once Percy and Whiff get to the other side of the block tunnel, they bust through, save Thomas and the logging locos, and they get to Sodor safe and sound with the Joby Wood, which I don't have on me, behind them. Meanwhile, on Misty Island, James, Edward, and Gordon and Sir Tom Hat are still searching for Thomas, but they had no luck. So Thomas decides to go back to Misty Island by ship to save them. And once he does, Sir Tom Hat whoops for joy, throws his hat, and says the best line in the movie, "I can always find another hat, but I can never find another Thomas." That line is actually heartwarming. So yeah, Thomas brings his friends back to Sodor again. Sir Tom Hat gets introduced to the logging locos and makes the biggest mistake of keeping them on Sodor for the next 3 years or so. And everyone lives happily ever after. But, unknown to them, in the post-credits scene of Misty Island Rescue, a shady diesel watches over them from the Misty Island Bridge, I'm gonna call it. It was none other than Diesel 10. God dang it, focus. Focus on his bloody face. There we go. Diesel 10. And then the movie ends. Yeehaw! So that was basically Misty Island Rescue in a nutshell. So now I'm going to go over what I liked about the movie and what I didn't like. Now, usually I go off with what I didn't like about these Thomas movies first, and then I go on to what I liked about the movie. But I think first I want to go on with what I liked about the movie, because there's actually quite a lot of things that I liked about the movie compared to what I disliked about the movie. Now, for starters, I think I'll start off with the things that most of the people in the fam can agree was good about Misty Island. First off, there's the intro. A lot of people agree about how the intro music to Misty Island Rescue is really good, and I can't disagree. The intro music to Misty Island Rescue is epic and awesome. Another thing that people agree on which was good about Misty Island Rescue was the concept. They say that the concept of Thomas being lost on an island is good, but the premise of it was terrible. And if I'm honest, I half agree and half disagree. I will admit that the concept is good for Misty Island Rescue, but the execution, I cannot pronounce the words right today, but the execution for Misty Island Rescue is kind of but I don't think it's as terrible as people say it out to be. And the last thing that most people agree on which was good about Misty Island Rescue was Diesel 10's appearance at the end, because up until Misty Island Rescue there was no post-end credits scene in any of the Thomas movies up until now, and it was pretty good, and seeing Diesel 10 at the end had me excited for the next Thomas movie, which kind of left me a little disappointed when the next Thomas movie came out. But yeah, on to the other things that I liked about the movie, which our people will most likely disagree with me about. Firstly, there's the logging locos. People hate their guts, especially Ferdinand with his "that's right." If I'm honest, even though Bash Dash and Ferdinand can get somewhat annoying at times, I still enjoyed them nonetheless. And I think my favorite logging loco out of the bunch is Dash. I don't know why Dash is my favorite logging loco considering that he and Bash are twins, but I don't know, maybe it's because of his voice that Carrie Show gives for him, and he's orange and I like orange. I don't know why, but I like the logging locos. I'm gonna get shot for saying that, I just know it. Other things that I liked about the movie, the music during Misty Island Rescue was really, really good and catchy, I'm just gonna say. So there's that. The chase scene between Thomas and Diesel was also really nice as well, and, Thomas saving his life was cool. I don't know what to say. And Sir Tom had saying that iconic line, "I can always find another hat, but I will never find another Thomas," was really heartwarming as well. That was a really nice moment there. Oh yeah, there's also Captain. I don't think Captain is a terrible character, but he's kind of bland. He didn't do as much as the logging locos did in this movie, so yeah, but Captain's an okay character, but still. Now, there are some other things I do like about this movie, like nostalgia and a bunch of other crap, but I don't want to bore you to death, so I'll just get on to the things that I didn't really like about this movie. So, like a lot of people, some things I didn't like about the movie was the constant rhyming, the annoying alliteration. I did kind of get annoyed by Ferdinand constantly saying "that's right" a lot of the times in the movie. He says it like 17, 18 times in a movie. Yeah, it's kind of insane. Thomas was an idiot in this movie, as well as being a racist to Diesel. I feel bad for him. Like, this whole thing wouldn't have happened if Thomas didn't have to, hurt Diesel's feelings. Like, Diesel wasn't even being a prick to Thomas in this movie. He was just like, "What about me, Thomas? I'm really useful too." And then Thomas just sheds his dreams and hopes by saying, "No, Diesel, I'm sure Sir Tom had means a really useful Steamy. You'll never be that." And, that just drove Diesel to, "This is madness!" And, yeah. But other than that, I can't really think of that much else to dislike about this movie. Like I said before, I think that the concept for Misty Island Rescue is good, and the execution was kind of but I found it fine for the most part. So, overall, what do I think of Misty Island Rescue? Do I hate it? Do I like it? Do I love it? Do I think it's meh? Do I think it's okay? Do I think it's decent? What do I think of the movie as a whole? I think that it's a good my leg. Yeah, you heard me say it. I think that this movie is good. Do I think that it's the best Thomas movie? Heck no. But do I think it's the worst Thomas film? Heck no. I just think that it's good. Nothing more. If you hate the film, fine. That's okay. I respect your opinion if you hate the film. A lot of people do, and I can understand why, because most of my complaints about this movie are kind of like everyone else's. But I still enjoyed this movie, and, I like to watch it every once in a while. Like, I think today was like my 6th time watching this movie this year. Crazy. So, yeah, my overall rating for Misty Island Rescue would probably have to be a 7.2 out of 10. I'm gonna get killed for saying that, aren't I? But, yeah, so that was my review on God dang it, Misty Island Rescue. I cannot talk for this long periods of time, because if I do, I start pronouncing words wrong, and my mouth becomes dry. Like, this is why I don't do video reviews anymore, because stuff like this happens. I forget what I'm gonna say, and you already know the rest by now. So, I'll see you guys next time with another video. The next SC short should be coming maybe Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Some day before school, because I have school on Tuesday next week, so yee! And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh yeah, one more thing that I liked about Misty Island Rescue was this.
Fast as Ferdinand, they're the logging locos, always there to lend a hand.